This is the closest Romhack to Radical Red that we have ever seen. Introducing Emerald Imperium, maybe the most all-encompassing Romhack we've seen since Radical Red. With Pokemon up through Generation 9, harder fights, and expansion content like new Megaforms and a modified storyline, this game is a Pokemon fanatic's dream. In order to explore this new hack, I attempted a hardcore Nuzlocke. And if you're just here to learn about a new hack, I promise I'll try to cover every feature this hack has to offer along the way. The title screen is gorgeous, but the run begins in classic Hoenn fashion. I have been locked in the back of a moving truck. The Radical Red options prompt was presented and I chose normal mode over easy mode. Obviously, I'm the hardcore guy. If we ignore the innate ethical dilemma of shoving 10-year-olds into moving vans, things are quite nice once we arrive in Little Root Town. Mom is here, dad's on TV. The first thing I noticed to be different is that Professor Birch is now a globalist. Choose any starter from the history of ever? Count me in. I chose the best one, Chespin, and I started paving my way north to explore the region and what differences I could find. There's definitely some weird Pokemon in the grass, but outside of that and the extra Nurse Joy that sits in the Pokemon Center and offers to change your natures, things were pretty standard. Also, it's raining on Route 102 and my Pokemon's following behind me. Can I just say there's a ton of ROM hacks that implement this follower sprite feature, but none do it like this game. I didn't find a single Pokemon without a follower sprite throughout my entire playthrough. It was incredible. Once in Petalburg, I ran up to Dad, who had a Slaking following him around. While he caught a Ralts, Petalburg Forest was actually really normal and we were headed to the bridge in Rustboro. Dawn? Hello? This storyline takes its first twist here as rival Dawn tries to stop us from entering Rustboro. And we get a peek at some interesting AI mechanics on the first turn as Baniri waffles back to Noibat on the Rock Smash from Mycra Brawler. It was fine, Slowpoke thwarted the Brawly Bat's brutal bludgeoning, inviting out Piplup. Here we learned about another important AI mechanic. If the opponent is slower and sees that it's gonna die, it will slam a priority move to at least get some damage off. But yeah, Chespin clapped Piplup and Crabrawler finished the Baniri. Rustboro, baby, it's a whole city and it looks just like it always has. And while normally Roxanne serves as the next obstacle here, we got a different first fight for you that you probably weren't expecting. Rourke. Posting a team of Shieldon, Tyrunt, and Cranidos, I wasn't super threatened. Crabrawler trivialized Shieldon and Cranidos, and a Leech Seed into a whole bunch of pivots brought down Tyrunt. Great news, there's no anti-cheat AI, so I never have to worry about switching too much like I would have in Radical Red. We got the Rock Tomb TM as well as the Muscle Band for completing this fight. Side note, getting Bronzor in what's traditionally known as Whismur Tunnel is a hilarious switch up. With a hard level cap at 15, I prepared to take down Roxanne. And we were going to be putting Roxanne to sleep here, just like the sponsor of today's video has been putting me to sleep. Dream. Embrace better sleep for a productive year. Sleep plays a major role in productivity, whether that's at work, working out, or in my case, trying to beat my best attempt at a Pokemon challenge. On the surface, Dream is a nighttime blend and sleepy hot cocoa, but on the inside, Dream is packed with all natural ingredients like melatonin, magnesium, L-theanine, and reishi mushrooms that support all 4 stages of sleep. Dream is third-party tested and clinically shown to improve sleep. For me, this has been exactly the case. I've been using their cinnamon cocoa flavor, which is delicious. There are several options to choose from too if you'd like to try out something else. It's a cozy nighttime routine with 15 calories only. With electronic distractions at every turn, I've been using Dream to unwind after a long day and really get my sleep schedule consistent. Click on the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen and use code Whacko to get up to 35% off your order today. Again, that's code Whacko for up to 35% off of your order. All you have to do is click on the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen. Thank you to Dream for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back into taking on Roxanne here. Roxanne was tough, swapping from Rhyhorn into water-absorbed Paldean Whooper immediately. Bronzor walled this little guy and confused it over and over until it perished. Chespin was too tough for Nosepass, and Gligar swapped in next. The ground flying type served a stark contrast from what I'm used to seeing on Gym 1s, but Corphish was good enough to bring that home. Only the opening Rhyhorn remained. Against the rock, I used Smash, and we were on our way to Brawly. Now the plot here is similar to the usual as we hunt down the Aqua Grunt that yanked the Devon goods as well as Pico and return to Rustboro to receive the Pokénav. What's different is that the rival fight south of this town is no longer optional, but rather a mandatory throwdown of real consequence. Bronzor was a pretty healthy check to Golbat, but Liepard had to Sucker Punch to hammer us home. I tried using Leech Seed to punish Combuskin, but it switched out. Update, AI does not like being leech seeded and will switch out at any opportunity. Also, Kubfu is on the floor, which I beat with Mighty Enna. This whole sequence has been a disaster, but the run continues on. Crabrawler chipped Combuskin, which Corpfish was able to finish, and the final Hatchram waltzed in. It's gonna be ugly. Show me Psybeam. Oh, okay. I'm gonna Torment here. Oh, okay. Because that, I knew that. This is ridiculous. What? What is going? Okay, I'm just gonna. You piece of work! Why? Will I ever get to attack? Who knows? I'm killing this thing with Sucker Punch right now. It's dead. Give me one! How many times did I just... Dude, I got farmed. That's crazy. Whatever. Liepard sucks. Mighty Enna rules. And while I had just lost my first Mon, I was feeling good about things so far. With my heart full and my brain empty, I asked Gardania if she wanted to get lunch sometime. She proceeded to nuke my entire run with her Roserade. I sold the bag. I wasn't even a mandatory fight. I just opted to get my ass kicked. Attempt 2. I plowed through the early game and only stopped to smell the roses for a moment. Snakewood bulbs. It's because you didn't love him enough. That might be true. Dude, he's still... Dog, are you okay? Why are you white? Back to Gardania, I elected to leave that demon the hell alone. She did not treat me well, and I am moving on. Instead, I made it to Dewford, where there was an outdoor market, and Stephen Stone was still in his little cave. Now, I had no means to deliver the parts to Slateport yet, as the grunts now blocked the entrance to the shipyard until I defeated Brawly. Alright, whatever. I'll go take Brawly on now. What the hell is that? Rey Mysterio's a lot mousier than I remember him being. Ivysaur sapped up all of his Pika juice with Mega Drain, and Girder walked in. Butterfree put this guy to sleep and two-shot it, inviting out Lycanroc. You know what beats Lycanrocs? Little spaghetti boys. Take that. Alolan Sandslash on Brawly's team for a little variety threw me for a loop, but Gyarados made it into a chew toy, and the final Hairy Mama guarded the Pearly second gym badge front and center. Butterfree beat the snot out of it. Psybeam went crazy, but with the risk of waking up imminent, it was Throw who would have to deliver the final blow. Badge 2, baby. We're on a roll. Now I got to speak with Captain Stern, which was nice. And the fight in the museum made me think, but not for longer than a moment as we rocked the Water Boys. Drake of the Elite Four said hi to me at the exit, which was different. I don't think I've ever seen his sprite outside of the Elite Four. It was 110 rival time, and oh boy, Brendan has a Crobat. It U-turned, so I set up rocks to mitigate what has been a very Switch-happy AI, and I got my first KO on Whimsicott. Kubfu was still hanging around like your friend's annoying younger brother, but had no capability of dealing with my throw, and then it switched out. This whole new opponent every turn thing is getting on my nerves. I crushed Crobat with Rock Tomb, and despite my intentions of conquering Combuskin with Swanna, once again the AI countered me. What a circus. Eventually, Gyarados took down Metang, Throw throttled Kubfu, and Swanna got its check-in on Combuskin. Maybe a lengthier fight than it needed to be, we prevailed towards Mauville. I should note that there were several mini-bosses that I'm not covering as I tell the story here. With a few extra legitimate optionals in between every section of the game, there's no opportunity to turn your brain off. In Mauville, I found the Stat House, where in a standard playthrough of this game, you could modify your EVs and IVs. Also, the bike guy here gives us both the Acro and Mach Bike, so no need to go back for one or the other if you're in a pinch. We ventured east of Mauville to snag a good rod, grabbing a couple of water encounters and plunging into the Wally fight prior to Watson's house. And Wally is a real trainer that you need to plan for, but outstanding performances from Golisopod, Swanna, and Togekiss stomped him out. Probably relevant, that Togepi was a gift from the Rustboro Pokemon Center a while ago, and I used Pomeg berries from Dewford's Market, plus the shiny stones given by my rival on 110 to evolve it. Preparing for Watson was weird because the hard level cap at 34 means I can't get every Pokemon to fully evolve. Looking at you, Palpitoad. And I was about to walk into that gym when I remembered something. Gardania was still sitting idly in Petalburg Forest. And why was that relevant? Well, not only did she beat me up last time, but Gardania's team gets stronger if I take her on after Watson. Now is when she's the most vulnerable. I needed my revenge. and my goodness did I take it. Flinching the opening Roserade and clearing it in just 2 hits, this fight was wrapped for poor Gardania before it even started. I almost felt bad when we snagged the Eviolite from her. Watson next, I matched up pretty well against the opening Deden. Well, I would have if it didn't Volt Switch out. Combining this AI with Volt Switch is diabolical, but I'm proud to announce that even though we had to take on a Mega Lux Ray, Glycopod was able to one-shot the Dark type with First Impression. We stopped on this fight, barring the final Vikavolt, whose coverage was just super awkward to deal with. Weighing my options, I elected to let Dreadneasy go, and had Glycopod pick up the slack. 3 badges in, we had just taken our first death. And the game gets crazy from here. I have never seen a game with this kind of difficulty curve. Usually games are easy or hard start to finish. This game lulls you into a false sense of security before, boom, dead Roserade. This Azu fight was part of a series of fights in the beach house just outside Slateport. By defeating these 3 trainers, we received our next gift Pokemon, Charcadet. The super cool guy turned into the Ghost Fire Pokemon Severedge and promised to be an excellent addition to the team. I mean, it's clicking Flash Cannon, right guys? Yeah, this is Flash Cannon. In this moment, 2 things happened at once. Severedge died, which like, boo, you know, that sucks. Also, this is one of 2 Mega Empoleon forms. The Great Wall of Penguin did me in. How did this happen? This was in the second Dawn fight I'd run into, as she blocks my pathway north to Flan's gym. But great news, though, after defeating Dawn, it was now encounter time. Oh! All right. Insane pull. I should let you guys know you do get the shiny charm at the beginning of the game from Mom, but it's still super rare to find shinies like this. We grabbed a Darumaka and a Slackoth en route to Falarbor, where the game got super Radical Red coded. Starter eggs are back, baby, and they're just as good as they've always been. I hatched a couple and used the ability patches you receive at this point to secure some hidden abilities. There were some optional trainers that needed to be taken care of, but the story maintained mostly the same. Meteor Falls showdown, and then all of a sudden, I'm next to a volcano fighting for the survival of Earth. And here is the quickest, most brutal difficulty spike in the game. What do you mean I'm fighting a rock immune Mega Centiskorch in a double battle? I did take it down, and then Paldeantoros fell, and Contrary Superior as well. Taking down the right side next through Cradilium Bombardier, only Iron Thorns remained, who I was able to graciously navigate with my big strong Venusaur. Tabitha next wielded a bunch of beefy threats, capped off with a Mega Houndoom. Throw tanked the hell out of a flamethrower from that dog to clock it, and the rest of the fight was trivial. It was Maxi time. Maxi has a Mega Camera and a Choice Specs Chi-Yu. What's a Chi-Yu? Gigalith opened and exploded on me for no reason at all. And then we got Chi-Yu immediately. Who beats Chi-Yus? Gyarados? Maybe? It switched into Cacturne for Water Absorb. Bro. Togekiss swapped in for me, and then back to Gyarados. Bulldoze was enough to conquer the evil Goldfish. And after a little navigating, I was actually able to drop Colossal with a flip turn and take down the final Mega Camerupt with Gyarados as well. Maxi left Mount Chimney, and then Drake once again made a guest appearance. Why was he traveling the whole region with me? I don't know, I just assumed he was trying to help out with the bad guys. Down to Flannery Land, I passed Maylene and skipped over the Eevee egg that you can get from this town. Flannery was waiting for me with her shiny Infernape, and I was committed to giving her the business. And once again, things got pretty switch heavy as Ninetales switched to Rotom, switched to Scovillain. Giga Drain did quite a bit to Typhlosion. I was pretty surprised, but also confident that Typhlosion could tank a Scorching Sands. Wrong. I was very wrong. It just died. And I know it had Life Orb, but goddamn, I had 100 HP. With Sun finally down and Chlorophyll deactivated, I thought I could take it out. But more swapping from Flan kept her in the driver's seat, with pivot after pivot stalling me and my HP out. The nail in the coffin was Flannery's Infernape, Mega Evolving. Adaptability 145 base attack Infernape was just way too much for any single mon to take on. In hindsight, I should have let something die and moved from there, but you know, hindsight's 2020, and I clearly was not good enough when this happened. I'm good enough now. Swampert did tank close combat and gave us the KO, but there was just far too little juice left on this team to take specifically Ninetales on, who survived Power Gem Star me with 1 HP and completed the takedown of my team. Attempt 2 had ended brutally, but I was proud of the progress we had made. And the game had become consistently harder as I played. I needed to know how much harder the game got from here. I decided to drop the Nuzlocke portion of my playthrough here and scout out the rest of the game from a Nuzlocking perspective. I had to know what Norman had in store, but I ventured there only to get turned down, as the Trick House was now a mandatory part of the story. In this game, the Trick House is a 9-trainer dungeon with the grand prize of a Mega Ring, and using that Mega Ring, you now get access to all of the different Mega Stone evolutions you'd collected throughout the gameplay. And there were more to collect, like the Gyaradocyte and Dreadnought from Crash or Wake that you can challenge once you get Surf. The only thing to do now is beat Norman so I can get it. This fight is nuts, just absolutely nuts. Mind Eye Blood Moon Ursaluna hits ghost types and makes life suck. And even if you beat it, what's in the back? Mega Slaking. What? Who thought this guy needed a stat and ability boost? Norman's squad is comically difficult, and taking it down Deathless took a lot of risk, but I ended up stalling out Slaking's Earthquakes to defeat it with Ceruledge and powering us through badge number 5. Surf was actually located in a mini trainer gauntlet in the desert, which was a fun little change, and Steven Stone met us on the other side of the Mauville Beach, where he usually is. Waltzing over to the Weather Institute, a Mega Machamp double battle served a roadblock to defeating Shelly. I asked Swanna to no-guard Hurricane the Mega Monster as Fake Out Rillaboom took care of Armaldo. I was in awe as I found out Machamp's ability, Aura, was Parental Bond? Stop! Skill Link Armaldo murdered my Swanna, but Golisopod rocked both Ogurpin and... I can't say Ogurpin in the video. Ogerpon and Greninja. After taking down that side, I had to roll through Armaldo, Iron Jugulus, and Starmie. The only Pokemon that survived was Golisopod. My goat strikes again? Shelly's team was pretty tough, with Choice Specs Keldeo being the real killer, but after conquering that with relative ease, our next big fight was against Brendan on the British Fortree. Metagross, Urshifu, and Mega Blaziken were a crazy trio. How these fights kept scaling to be harder was beyond me. Dreadnought sent the opening Crobat back to its maker, and I asked Furcoat Walrein to ticket us through a punchy Metagross. Brine actually worked, but Blaziken was next, and wanted to Thunderous Kick me. I don't know what that move does. Well, I didn't anyways until it hit me and my defense dropped, which in an effort to better communicate my feelings I will share with you, made me sad. But look at this little guy take a Blaze Kick next turn and actually one-shot it with Psychic. Brilliant plays by this guy. Venusaur sapped up all of Basculegion's health except for one, which meant Venusaur was now taking a Life Orb Ice Beam on the dome. It worked, but is Tangrowth a good check to fighting Dark Urshifu with Ice Punch? No. Is Tangrowth my check to fighting Dark Urshifu with Ice Punch?
Yes!
Oh, well, not really. Aqua Jet rocked it though. Sludge Bomb Venusaur took out the final Whimsicott and the fight was over. That was tough as hell. Kecleon Gaming with a new level cap of 68. I braced myself for the Winona fight. The major threats from her squad were going to be Aggron, Flygon, Thundurus, and Mega Altaria, but I was bringing a squad. Passimian with Punch took out Aggron, inviting out Thundurus, and Thundurus took a couple mons to take down, including Venusaur and Electros, but a masterful performance from Slowbro G took down Mega Altaria all on its own. The final pieces of Winona's team crumbled by the hands of Ceruledge and Walrein, and Badge 6 was in hands. And now we reach a point in the game where Emerald Imperium really becomes its own beast. Instead of being a standard ROM hack of Pokemon Emerald, we get a completely new story with a different sequence of events. Dawn challenges us in Lily Cove using her Mega Empoleon to halt us in our tracks before letting us double back to Mount Pyre. There we meet Maxie, not Archie, who is acting alone at the top of the temple. And the next step isn't to chase after him, but rather to head straight into Aqua Hideout to take down Matt. Except Matt's no longer here, Archie is, with Iron Bundle and Mega Sharpedo. Good God. Golem was strong enough to wall the opening Overquill, and getting Golisopod in on Aqua Jet was a brilliant way to one-shot the Angry Shark. Demon in, I asked Walrein to beat it with Rock Tomb. I was getting pummeled, and I was not doing enough back to it. It's okay, when nobody got me, Venusaur got me. Right, guys? Right, guys? Golisopod had to take care of things from there. Tangrowth walled Poliwrath, Golem sacrificed himself to take down the Electros, and the final Basculegion couldn't sniff Tangrowth either. After beating him, RG jumps into the water and escapes on the submarine anyways. What was the point of fighting? He just did what he wanted to do in the first place. The next step for us in the game was to defeat the Gauntlet of Trainers on the way to Moss Deep, which was a really unique and challenging twist to what's normally just an open ocean with some stray trainers. At some point during the conquest of this entourage, however, someone informed me that I could double back to Baron and secure a free Melton? What? Yeah, I wanted that. He did have a Mega Caparaja, which was crazy, but we secured the little guy and made him into a big scary Melmetal at the touch of a button. Have you ever taken on Tate and Liza, except they have 2 Megas and some Legendaries and Paradox Mons? Actually, I think this is my second time. I think Run and Bun did that too. By sending out Rillaboom, I was able to set grassy terrain, enabling Golisopod to defeat Iron Leaves with first impression, and letting Rillaboom fake out Tapu the very next turn. Pin Missile did a ton of work on Farigiraf, dropping it with 3 hits. I'll be honest, I thought Sucker Punch would knock this Mega Alakazam out. I was wrong. Also, I did not think Moonblast would one-shot Rillaboom from 75% HP. I knew it was +1 after Calm Mind, but oh my god. The next turn, Tapu Lele sold the bag and tried to set up again. Double Iron Bash blitzed the Behemoth, and the second Mega walked in. With both Super Pokemon staring me down, I thought Melmetal might survive a Focus Blast from Alakazam. I now think that I'm an idiot. I used Incineroar to fake out Mega Kangaskhan, and Shadow snuck the last of Sam's HP. Will-O-Wisp burned Kanga, and a combination of Golisopod, Cerulege's chips, and Smant's kind words guided us through. There was a turkey after that, but we don't have to talk about it. This was badge number 7. After defeating Tate and Liza, the story takes you into the Moss Deep Space Center. You might be expecting the classic double battle with Steven, but Drake actually took your place and did the fight for you. Maxie got away and the 2 dispersed to, I don't know, wherever. Once in Magma Hideout, the challenge is vastly different than the vanilla game. While it's normal to see Tabitha here, this time she's teamed up with Courtney for an 8v6 back-to-back battle. No heals in between, your task is to take down 2 tough teams of 4. And Golem showed out for us, clocking Senna-Scorch, letting Togekiss take on Superior and Starmie Rock Komodo, and certifying our victory with a mean Rock Tomb on Talonflame. The second fight was a little different, as Tabitha opened with a mouse that was way faster than I thought it would be. Faster than Starmie? Really? Also, I know Primarina is not the most physically defensive Mon, but this is a wild one-shot. My new best play was to just go back to Golem, which also did not work. My team was on the brink of losing this one, but then I locked in. If this was a Nuzlocke, how would I get out? Well, I would swap to Gyarados for the Intim drop, and then send in Throw to stop up damage like the tank he is. From there, I would fire off a Bulldoze to do as much damage as possible, and potentially manipulate the AI into sending out a ground immune Mon in the back. Storm Throw the next turn gave me that exact interaction and a knockout on Hydreigon. Emboar was here. I outsped it and one-shot it with Aqua Tail. I couldn't afford to let Palmot chip Throw on a pivot, so I sacked Togekiss here for momentum and took the Palmot out the next turn. Tabitha's ace was all that remained. The Mega Houndoom clobbered Throw, and it all came down to this. Comes down to not Zam. I'm gonna Bulldoze and then I'm gonna Aqua Tail. I don't know what this secondary effect is. I completely forget, but this is a scary move to see. Flinch chance? Good God, don't flinch. Hold, hold, hold. Thank you, okay. Am I faster? Can I just kill? We're through, okay. Oh my God. 1 Pokemon left alive, but we're through. Bleeding through the admins, Maxie's team was next. And it was not easier. Between dealing with Incineroar, Chi-Yu, Mega Camerupt, and the water immune Primal Groudon in the back, it did take me 2 tries to get through this insane fight. I had to leave Incineroar up for most of the fight and chip at the left side so as to stop Desolate Land from canceling out my water type endeavors on Mega Camerupt. Once strategically handled, I meandered into Steven's house for the dive HM and went for a little snorkel, a little swimmy guy I am. Boom, I'm in a cave. Bang, Matt and Shelly are giving me the parallel 8v6 to what I just dealt with in Magma Hideout, and it's significantly easier, but still scary. After clearing that one, we made it to the final bad guy fight, a double battle against Archie. Wielding a Primal Kyogre and a bunch of filler Pokemon that I figured I could beat up, I headed into the fight. And I was mostly right. Rillaboom used drum beating to defeat 1, 2, 3, Primal Kyogre, and Mega Sharpedo. Disgusting. Just a disgusting performance by Peachal. Bravo. There was a thunderstorm in Satopolis to chase next, where all of the main characters of this story aligned in Maxie, Archie, Dawn, Steven Stone, and now Wallace. Well, except for 3. Scott, who I hate and you should too. Brendan, who I really do not care about, and Drake, whose character arc as a huge help in thwarting the evil bad guys was brand new to this hack. Not that I really care where these guys are at. I mean, there are monsters drowning the planet. I walked into the Cave of Origin to tell Wallace about this cool place that I've never been to, nor heard of, called the Sky Pillar, and I offered to meet him there. Before scaling the tower, Wallace leaves. I climb it myself in my relentless pursuit to save the world, only to find Drake has beat me to it. This is great news because he is an adult and I am a child. Maybe I should not be saving the world.
It seems now you are the only one that can stop me from leaving here with Rayquaza, which would allow Groudon and Kyogre to unleash. Wait. No. I wasn't ready. Drake, I didn't get to set my team up. I have a Floatzel on this squad. No, not a double battle. Okay. All right. Crap.
Yeah, I got the crap beaten out of me. Drake ran away with Rayquaza, let Groudon and Kyogre destroy the world, and the game was over. In actuality, Drake waited for us there, like the nice evil guy that he is. And I brought in the A squad this time. Mega Infernape was far too strong for Magearna, and Salamence crumbled at the Beam of Ice Starmie shot at it. Gouging Fire and Archaludon were a crazy second duo. I thought adaptability close combat from Infernape would do a lot to Gouging Fire. Not nearly as much as I thought. Hydro Pump, strong move. Did not do what I expected it to do either. Also, what is Electric Shot? Why did Archaludon Spatic just boost? Power Herb? Yeah, my Starfish did not like that, so it died. Better yet, next turn I swapped in Togekiss and Archaludon just Steel Beamed it on entry. It attacked a Fire type with that. Swampert at least defeated Gouging Fire, and close combat from Infernape avenged our fallen Togekiss. I knew Infernape was going down to Dragon Ascent here. I just hoped my final 3 Mons could handle Mega Rayquaza and Water Nation Tauros.
Dragon Pulse. Okay, we should breakfast. Ow. Okay. Honestly, give me a little Frostbite action. Frostbite? Nope. Okay. Should have double targeted. Oh my god. Oh no. I should have just double targeted. Oh my god. No way I lose this. No way I lose this. I don't have Dazzle Gleam. I do have Draining Kiss. Okay. Breakfast? No, it went for the most damaging move. That's crazy. Okay, all right. We get the kill. All right, it comes down to this. I just need to not get flinched one time. Click close combat. Why wouldn't you? This is a very close combat opportunity. No. Just need to not get flinched. Just don't get flinched. Thank you. We did it. Oh my god, what an insane fight. What an insane fight. We free the lizard to save the day, and Drake retires from the Elite Four like a dramatic crybaby. Back to Setopolis, we watch Rayquaza descend to save the day and start yapping with all of our old friends. Once they leave, Wallace gives us access to the 8th gym, and it's time for the final step in our journey, becoming the Pokemon champion. Juan was in our way, and I had the perfect plan to get by him. First, the now fairy type leader needed to have his terrain changed from misty to grassy. After a first turn switch out, I had to do it again. Good news though, it flip turned and sacrificed its Flutter Mane, which I greatly appreciated. Typhlosion was brought in next to counter Rapidash, and I found a bug. Nice. That's my favorite glitch ever. That was great. We should do that more often. I liked that. I cannot believe it took recoil damage even though my Flash Fire went off. I leaned into this because I thought it was funny, and I let Rapidash knock itself out with Wild Charge. I tried setting in Typhlosion to deal with Tinkaton, but it switched out into Ursaluna, who tanked an Eruption much better than I thought he would. It did not, however, tank a drum beating from Peachal, and Typhlosion got its revenge on Tinkaton shortly after. And with Juan's ace Mega Diancie out and at him, I sent in King Gambit to tank Diamond Storm and then Earth Power, and Ironhead the Beast into Oblivion. It was just Tapu Fini remaining. And Venusaur was the perfect check with a Poison Grass type that walled the heck out of the Water Fairy. Thank you for the badge, bozo. Ah, Victory Road, the place where you demolished Dawn and her Pheromosa, Blacephalon, and Mega Empoleon. Brendan and his Metagross, Urshifu, Tapu Bulu, and the Mega Blaziken. And you get a Cubfu from Brendan as a little parting gift to maybe help you get through the Elite Four. I made it into the Dark type one because I thought it synergized best with the types we'd be seeing in the Elite Four and prepared for Victory Road. And Wally's team in here is definitely wild. I flip turn here into Infernape, and I think I can sweep from there. Don't die! Thank you. And Celesteela, good night. All right, we did it. Good night. Dude, Mega Infernape goes crazy. Oh, I got got the Slackite. Let's go. And from here, there were quite a few mandatory trainers that you definitely have to plan for, but nothing was really bothersome. Once at the Elite Four gates, I realized I may have skipped some optional trainers that may or may not be useful to address. So I addressed them. Fantina tossed me the Shadow Ball and Psychic TMs. Maylene, thank you for Drain Punch. And Wake, thank you for Gyarados Sight and Dreadnought. It was Elite Four time, and I had assembled a hell of a squad. Togekiss, Melmetal, Incineroar, Golisopod, Swampert, and Infernape. With all of my bases covered, I dove in. Sydney has one of two teams. This one happened to be the Trick Room team, with Galar Moltres swapping into Monkey Dory. What is a Monkey Dory? Melmetal tried to hit it, but it left. And then Victini took its place. Incineroar could probably have taken it down if Guzzlord didn't swap in, and then back to Monkey. I mean, this was getting ridiculous. Good news, I was definitely doing more damage than I was taking, and drew first blood on Moltres just a few turns later, and then I had to take out Victini. I'm just gonna get the flinch. It's gonna Trick Room. I know what it's gonna use, right? Yeah, so that's fine. So then I kill it. Nice. Am I scared of Grimmsnarl? I mean, what is this gonna do? I'm gonna get a flinch again. What on earth is a Mega Grimmsnarl? There was more on this sheet? What is that? I don't like this at all. Thanks. All right, kill it. Move on. Move along. That was horrific. That was not good. Guzzlord and Absol could not figure out Moonblast from Togekiss, and we were moving on to Elite Four number 2. And Phoebe was not easier than Sydney. I might even call the fight harder. My opening plan was to air slash flinch Weezing, which obviously worked, but it switched out into whatever this is before I could drop it. Fazandipity? I don't know. Double Iron Bash just eviscerated it, and Lunala walked in. It used Moonbeam on me, which certainly hurt, but Double Iron Bash was respectable and damage output through multi-scale. And then it healed with Moonlight, which is only a problem because at full HP, this thing takes half of its normal damage intake. It's okay. That itty bitty sliver of HP that's gone right there meant Incineroar was lined up to Darkest Lariat us home. Once again, I do not know what this guy is, but I beat it up a little bit, which felt good. And then we started doing the stupid switch game all over again once it parting shotted into Drifblim, and I had to get Incineroar in to take care of it, except it flinched me. Personally, I prefer to be the flincher, not the flinchy, so this made me feel bad. Togekiss chipped it, and Golisopod was able to finish it. Hey, what's going on? What on earth am I looking at? Mega Dust Noir sounds like a really expensive and crappy wine. Looks cool though. I intimidated it a bunch. Running Earthquake pivots with Togekiss, it swapped out like a loser though. Pecharunt took the stage, but then it left into Weezing to stare down my Togekiss. I finally got the KO, and thinking I was faster, I stayed in against Pecharunt. Wrong. Dead Chunky Bird might make a nice stew later. Infernape avenged our friend, and a whole lot of pivoting and stalling led to the demise of Dust Noir. On to Glacia. Glacia is super weird in this hack. She could be using Alolan Ninetales as her opener for a classic icy feel. Or she could be using regular Ninetales with Drought. Good luck, Ice or Sun. I don't know. Have fun planning for everything. This iteration was the icy version, and I opened with Infernape, immediately firing off my Mega Evolution and planting a Stealth Rocks on her team. I was hoping the Switch Heavy AI would punish an Ice type team and figured the turn 1 investment was worth it. Fighting Electric Electivire out next. Mach Punch did insane damage to Swampert before it swapped into Slush Rush Mega Abomasnow. Rocks Chip plus High Horsepower Chip was great damage, and first impression Golisopod thumped it to best the beast. Electivire vs Swampert, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo, went in favor of the Axolotl on the pink stairs. I don't know what a Kyurem is. It's the most Yu-Gi-Oh Pokemon I've ever seen. Incineroar Drain punched it, and Volca Onion walked in. 1 flinch, 2 flinch, red flinch, blue flinch. What is that? I sent in Melmetal. Does Melmetal survive Life Orb boosted Flare Blitzes? Flare Blitz would hurt, but I survived Flare Blitz. We're fine. Right, guys? Right, guys? I ate 1 Flare Blitz. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, well, it's dead. A good sack, good sack. And in Drake's house, we find not Drake. It's Cynthia. Whatever. I don't care. I'm taking this no-name loser to school. Lock in, boys. Spiritomb has it. Intimidate Spiritomb is so funny. Should I air slash flinch or moonblast? I'll get 2 flinches and then I'll kill it with moonblast. Good call, guys. Good call. So first flinch. Nice. So we'll get 1 more here. Sweet. And now we'll kill with moonblast. Good strat, guys. Good strat. I like the way you guys think. Woo! All right. This is big scary bad guy. Ooh, it's defense raised. I didn't realize that. That's very scary for me. I'm gonna go here. This is a steal move, right? Nice. I'm gonna go here. I don't really need you for anything specific. No, this is... Your job is just to... Yeah, I mean, to do what you're doing. Fighting Steel Type Ugly Razor Shell. Iron Defense. That's okay. I don't know how fast Zamazenta is, but I assume that Infernape is faster. Well, that did no damage at all. That was awesome. Okay. Sweet. I might be clicking Overheat here instead of... It's max defense. This body press is about to hurt. Woo! Lock in, lock in, lock in. Survive. My goat, dude. My goat. Tristan, let's go. Dude, hell yeah. You just gotta believe. Woo! Infernape Bite. I don't know that I'm faster, but I am plus speed and I'm a mega. So I'm hoping that I'll be faster. Give me that, please. Give me that. Come on, knock it out, knock it out, knock it out. That's a dead mon. That's a dead mon, 100%, right? No way. Dude, Zach's in. Okay, all right. What's next? What's next? Dude, that Golisopod, what a monster. So I do need to switch you out. This is Earthquake, which is a little scary, but I'm just going to go to Sleep Surf here. Oh, I forgot to go Charty Berry. My dumb ass. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Earthquake here. Nice. I was scared of that. By going Tailwind, I'm now faster. How am I going to kill this? You know what? I'll go Air Slash, get the flinch, and then I'll Moonblast it. Okay, that's a good strat. That's a good strat. So we'll go Air Slash, get the flinch here.
You can't keep getting away with it.
Nice. All right, sweet. And now I'll just click Moonblast and we'll kill. Whew. Whew. I was sweating there for a second. We are good now. All right, what am I worried about here? This has Power Gem. I don't think I care. I'm gonna go here. I'm just gonna punch. That's fine. Guys, if you just think it's gonna flinch, then you'll get the flinch, okay? You just have to, you understand what I'm saying? It's all in your head. Heat Ram, please die. I think that this dies. It stresses me out. Yeah, thank you. I don't know what to do about this guy. I don't know what Fairy Aura means. I went Akaberry on Percy for this exact mon though, so hoping it works out for me. Moonblast? Ouch. Double Iron Bash. What does this mean? What's a geometry? What does that do? Can I kill it? Can we kill it? All right, good. Bye-bye. I don't know why it did that colorful dance. It didn't seem to do anything. I don't know. I'm gonna click Ice Punch. Show me the freeze. Give me that freeze. Wait, what? I'm gonna go here. All right, sweet. That's what I wanted to see. That's great. Okay, don't flinch. Thanks. Deathless Cynthia, boys. Guys, as it turns out, Cynthia's really easy if you just get 3 flinches with Togekiss. I didn't look at the champion. I don't know what the champion has. What am I going up against? Oh, I did not. It's a double battle against Wallace and Steven. And it opens up with double Mega Empoleon. What is this? This is insane. It's double Mega Empoleon, but different Megas. They gave, for whatever reason, in their quest to make new Megas, they gave Empoleon 2. Mega Empoleon O and Mega Empoleon D. Dog, I'm about to get beat up. All right, now that I know that Wallace's team is on the left, I thought Wallace's team was on the right here. It ended up working out in a couple ways, but rocks went up, which was bad. All right, we killed Empoleon. Great. All right, we get Palkia now. Yeah. So this guy wants to use Hydro Pump. I think he's gonna miss. I don't think he hits. What do you guys think? Like, no way he hits, right? No, he never hits. He never hits. We're fine. Yes! Give me that! Okay, all right, we get the kill there. That's great. I'll get a little damage off on Palkia. Give me the miss. Oh, I didn't get the miss. And Incineroar dies. That's a bummer. Well, at least Infernape's still alive. That was the big one there. Okay, I'm actually gonna go to Sleep Surf now. Guys, I punched my microphone on accident. I got excited, I punched my microphone, and now my knuckles are bleeding. This is not good. Are you like, yeah, oops. Okay, can we get the Spatic drop? Meaty Mash? No, why? Why would you go for that? No, no, no. That's garbage. Good damage. What is Outer Space Rend? Do I get ejected or do I die? Oh, you die to that move. That's a kill move. That's one of those moves where you die after, huh? I did not like that. All right, don't flinch me. Okay, at least we get the kill on this guy. All right, let's... Oh, I went for the wrong one. I clicked the wrong button. You lived? Wait, go for... Yes, 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 yes. Don't flinch. I don't really care if you flinch, to be honest. You didn't? That was glorious. Great job. I think we're getting out. I think we're getting out. I don't know that. I think so. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna T-Wave. No, that's such a stupid idea. Okay. Close combat. How much damage? Oh, that is not the damage I thought it was going to do. If this goes for Zach. Oh, it's not going for Zach. Oh, that is going to be a ranged. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Get the kill. Get the kill. Get the kill. Please get the kill. Please. Kill it. Yes. Thank you. God damn. Holy, dude, I am bleeding. Dude, guys, dude, I ripped up my hand, bro. I punched my mic. Crap. Shout out to the Patreon subscribers, DJ, Victoria, Kiri, Prita, Tyler, Vicento, Chad, and Grant. You guys are the best. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.